film our video?
I'm just trying to book in for the Craft Tools Workshop weekend on 1st and 2nd of September. I don't want to miss out. All these amazing Spellbinders dies have come in and they're going to be featuring them at it. Are there any places left?
There are a few, but you better be in quick. Okay, you're forgiven.
All right. So, these are amazing. The latest Spellbinders dies that have come out. Stacey and Kim from Spellbinders are coming over to tutor a class for the Spellbinder, for the Craft Tools Workshop, which is a 2-day weekend. Don't miss out. Get into Scottie Crafts and book in. What I'll show you is a couple of little cards that I've made with these dies. I only got a real taster of them. The card is this one here, which is like a little easel card, and I've used these two new Spellbinders dies, which are Asian accents and Asian motifs. Love these dies. So to create the card, I've taken a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, cut it in half, so I've now got 6 by 12, folded it so that I've now got a 6 by 6 card. Then I've scored from corner to corner, from the bottom corner closest to the crease up to the top corner, so that when I fold along this line I now create an easel. You can add little pearls at the bottom which will stop it from sliding closed. And then to decorate this card I've used those Asian accents and Asian motifs. I've cut 4 strips from the Asian accents, and then to create it into a mitre corner, so that this is what we're trying to get there, you basically lay 2 of your items one on top of the other, and this board has a 45-degree angle, which is what we want to cut for a mitre. The pink cutting mat here shows a 45-degree, so you sit your 2 pieces on a straight line and then take a pencil and draw on that 45-degree angle. So you can see my mark that I've got there. Then holding the 2 together face to face, you take your scissors and you trim to that line. Then when you open these out and lay them down, you've got a perfect mitered corner. And you do that with all 4 pieces to create the frame that you see on the inside of this card.
Really lovely effect that gives, doesn't it? And
to embellish it, I've just used some of the other items from the actual Asian motif set. So I've cut like a square and then a circle and pretty papers that match, and I've laid them onto the front of my card, stamped a message, and added a resin piece which we featured in last week's video. So if you haven't seen that yet, go back and have a look. I love this resin. And I've also used seam binding, which I've coloured with the Distress Stains. Victorian Velvet, I think, is the colour I used. So here's some other cards that I actually managed to have a little play and create as well. The card here is using a framed one. This is called Labels 28. I've cut the actual hole, and the lattice that's in behind is one of the new ones that's coming out as well. I just love this lattice. If I slowly open the card, you'll see that the inside is the piece left after I cut my hole. Then I've sprayed through it with Perfect Pearls. I've sprayed through the lattice to now create this beautiful little insert for my card. I'll close it back up to show you the little label that's on the front. That is the smallest size in the die, and I've just stamped a message on it. You can see on here the tiniest little ones. So these are really, really good. The fact that they go down to that tiny little size, and I'll turn it around so that you can see the back. So I've used this one here to create my label. Stamped my message, and the flowers that are on here are Biddy Blossoms. Very, very popular one, that one. I don't think many people don't own that. If you don't, you need to get it right now. And this is the new foliage. That's only 2, maybe 3 of the dies out of the new foliage set. I love that one as well. Over here I've used one of the big circles. This is for the grand caliber, and I've created, oval, and I've created a beautiful little wrapper that you could put a chocolate bar in. I did have one in there. I think Adrian must have eaten it. I can't see it.
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, so, and then down the bottom here, I love this as well. This is amazing for wedding invites, etc. You can also use it just for a plain top to an envelope, the little fold over flap. The next one that's on the stand here, this is following Becca Feakin. I just love what she does. She's created a card similar to this using, I think, the squares.
The Marvellous Squares. Now that is one of the dies that's going to be used in the classes at the Craft Tools Workshop weekend. So you're going to create quite something with that.
I think I need to get back on the phone and ring for my appointment. I need to go.
Well, I think you need... I heard that you had a couple of friends who wanted to go too.
And I might be teaching there, so maybe I don't need to book in.
Oh, no, but your friends certainly do.
They do.
Okay, so that was our oops for today.
It was. Adrian, get out of the basket.
What we wanted to do was to tell you that these Spellbinder dies are here now, and they are at our special prices of $32.99 and $34.99 for the normal size dies and $65 for the grand caliber dies. There are a few others as well, like the impressibilities and the embossabilities. They have some new ones of those as well.
What's in your folder, Adrian?
Oh, we've got some really cool things. These are just some of the samples of the new ones. These are expandable Spellbinders dies, so they're actually about that size, and you can expand them out. They match up exactly, so you can expand them out vertically, yep, and horizontally.
Oh, I want one of those.
Yeah, that's what your lattice die is, hey?
I know.
Here are some more. Really beautiful dies. If you haven't been onto our website and pre-ordered, you need to do so soon.
There's the envelope. I love that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And that other one matches, the expandable leaf foliage one there matches, botanical swirls.
There you go. And you can see where it's been embossed as opposed to cut there. I think the camera will maybe be able to pick that up. Go onto Scottie Craft's website, www.scottiecrafts.co.nz, and click on pre-orders, and you will see all of the Spellbinders dies, new ones there. You can also look under Spellbinders as well. This is just a sample of the dies that are available. And a whole section of these are going to be used in the Craft Tools Weekend in the classes there. In almost every single class we're going to be using these brand new dies. As well.
I recognise the pocket one, Adrian. Isn't that on your book cover that you're
doing? Don't tell anyone, Wendy.
Sorry.
There's also quite a nice hexagon one there as well. So have a look at all those dies, and remember that the Craft Tools Weekend has still got some tickets available. Wendy, are you booking for your friends?
I am. I've got 3 friends that want to book in. Is there any spaces left?
There are, but only
Wendy's not answering the phone.
Oh, I wonder why.